guys, Karen Miller here from Sleep at Last. Welcome to another one of my videos. So today I'm talking about newborn sleep. So this video is great for new mums or anybody that is expecting a baby. When it comes to newborn sleep, the first 1 to 3 weeks, there's nothing that you need to be aware of. You just need to enjoy that time with your little one, getting to know each other, lots of cuddles, make sure you rest, recuperate, do what you need to do. Baby will wake often for feeds, as most people are aware of. Newborns at this age spend 50% of their time in REM sleep, so their sleep cycles are actually really short. Those feeds can seem relentless for those first few weeks, but that is all you need to be thinking about. Once a baby is between 4 and 6 weeks, that's where you see their wake time increase. So they're not sleeping quite as much. You will see a real change there. So they'll suddenly be awake for longer, more like between 60 to 90 minutes, which doesn't seem like long, but it is quite a while. And it's quite a big change from a newborn baby to a baby that's 4 weeks old. So the things that you need to be aware about now are white noise. So my first tip for you is to use white noise and implement it from this age. White noise needs to be loud, louder than 60 decibels. So you're looking at something that's as loud as like a Hoover or a hairdryer, for example. And this is a great tool to have because you can use it for a long time. The way it works is that it gives the baby something to focus on. Now, when you think about the environment inside the womb, a baby has, when it's inside of us, it has a very noisy environment. It's very loud in there. It's very dark in there as well. And it's lovely and cozy. They're in the fetal position. They're lovely and warm. And then they're born and all of this is taken away. Suddenly they're in a really bright environment. The environment may be loud, but it's not as loud as it was when they're in the womb. And it's certainly not as cozy and warm as it was inside of there, which is often why you see at this age newborns suddenly want to be held all the time and really want to have that those cuddles. And you often hear new parents say, I can't put the baby down, they want to be held all the time, I'm holding them all day, all night. So a swaddle is a great tip as well. So as well as white noise, look at swaddling them from this really young age. Lots of times I hear parents say, I tried swaddling, my baby doesn't like it, they don't like being restricted like that. That just isn't true. All babies love to be swaddled because that is the environment that they are used to inside the womb. Swaddling is a great way of mimicking being cuddled without having to cuddle them all the time, because it's not sustainable to cuddle them all the time. So pick a swaddle. The miracle blanket is a really good one, and use it consistently for all sleeps, and that will help hugely at this age. Between week 7 and 12 you will see catnapping start to emerge. So that means that they suddenly start waking up every 40 minutes. And this is a great time to start teaching night and day. So you know, when you want them to sleep, put them into the swaddle, switch the white noise on and get them upstairs in their bedroom environment. Don't keep them downstairs. I did this with my own little ones. I had them downstairs in their Moses basket during the day for sleeps, and we'd have the TV on, and it just wasn't a good environment for sleep really. And that's where you see them suddenly start to wake every 40 minutes. So get the white noise on, swaddle them and put them upstairs for their naps during the day, and of course at bedtime. The circadian rhythm starts to develop now. Circadian rhythm is set by food, light, sleep, social interactions, as well as hormones, cortisol and melatonin. So again, using the sleep tools that I've discussed, such as swaddle and white noise, encourages the circadian rhythm, which is the biological clock, to set itself for sleep and understand the difference between night and day also. So this is a great age as well to start waking them up at 7 o'clock in the morning, regardless of how much night sleep they've had, regardless of you know, whether they typically wake up at 7 o'clock. It is a good time to start waking them up at 7 o'clock. It's morning time now. Open the curtains, lots of light, lots of interaction, to start implementing a loose routine around their day sleep. The other good thing to think about introducing at this age is a dream feed. So around about 10, maybe 11 o'clock, lift them out of their beds and keep the lights kind of you know, not too bright, but offer them a dream feed. This can be a wake feed as well, so you can keep them awake for an hour at this age, which will also help them to sleep longer. The other thing to think about as well is getting them on a loose schedule. So between 7 and 12 weeks, you're looking at about 3 to 4 day naps across the day before bedtime. And this also helps with feeds as well, to tank them up again going forward for when you want them to start dropping the night feeds. So make sure they're not missing their day feeds, which are very often you find parents let their newborns just sleep as long as they want during the day, but then they're actually sleeping through feeds. So wake them regularly, let them have a morning nap. Shortly after they've woken in the morning, let them have a long lunch nap and a shorter third nap, possibly a smaller fourth nap if they've not had a good lunch nap, and then in bed asleep by 6 o'clock in the evening. And then that means you get all the feeds in between those timings as well. The other thing to talk about with newborns is using a method to help them to ultimately self-settle when they're ready, which is not before 12 weeks, but a good method to use is shush patting them. So again, the swaddle helps with this. Swaddle them, put the white noise on, roll them onto their side and hold them there in that position and pat them at the bottom of their back, and with either the white noise going or saying shush past their ear. They love to be shush patted at this age, and it is a really great tool for you to use instead of holding, rocking or feeding them to sleep, because it's something that you can more easily back away from as they grow. So yeah, pat them on their side. This can take up to 20 minutes, because it can take 20 minutes before they get into a deep sleep. So keep patting them until they are 80% asleep, and then lighten up the patting a bit. If they're crying, try and pat a little bit harder. You can pick them up for a cuddle but put them back down again, and do this for all the times, for every bedtime, for every nap time, and also every resettle when they wake up. And of course, make sure that once they are asleep, you roll them safely onto their back so you don't leave them on their side. And that is a really great method to use for newborns. It really does get them into a really good sleep habits, and it avoids you using any other sleep associations like rocking, using holding, that kind of thing, that are just not sustainable going forwards, that can quickly become habits that they end up wanting from when they're 6, 7, 8 month olds to go to sleep. So yeah, use a shush pat method for teaching them to settle with your assistance at this age. So I hope you found that useful. The only other thing I wanted to say is that as a new parent, you know, newborns can be relentless. It is really such a big shock to the system for some people having a newborn baby. Be kind to yourself. If you're finding breastfeeding really hard, maybe introduce a bottle for the dream feed so that daddy can help, or your partner can help feed them at that feed, and you can get some more sleep in. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that you are looking after yourself as well, and that you're getting the support that you need at this really what can be a really tricky time and a huge adjustment in your life. And yeah, just be easy, be kind to yourself and go easy on yourself. You know, you've just birthed a human being and you are still recovering yourself. If you've had a C-section, you've had a major operation. If you've given birth naturally, you know, sometimes it can be traumatic what you're dealing with. So yeah, lots of rest for you also, and try and enjoy the time, because they really do grow up quickly, especially once they get to 4 months old. It just seems to fly by. So I hope you find that useful. If you like this video, please hit like. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more videos from me, and please join my free advice and support group over on Facebook. All the links are below, and I will speak to you all soon. Thank you.